There are loads and loads of young women today that are brandishing and celebrating being single moms. Somebody said, but what's the big deal? Is it not? Look, I'm not against any. I don't hate anybody. I'm just trying to show you that there is repercussion for everything we do. People think, see, God has done his own. From now on, anything you do, you will reap. For instance, God did not make screens. He did not make phones. Not that phones are bad, but the more we all go digital and keep watching phones, it will affect many people's eyesight. Because our eyes were not created in the first place for screens. So check anybody that's into optometry or whatever. They will tell you that there is great increase in eye problems. Because children now, from the day they are born, are watching screens till the day they die. So glasses, if you're into glasses, you make money now. That has nothing to do with God. That's just human beings creating things, and they will reap the repercussion of it. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Not that it's bad or good, it's just the reality. So if we have more people branding being single moms, more people will think it's okay to be single. Because in those days of our parents, it's something people run away from. Because society didn't permit it. But you see, once society begins to celebrate it, and we're not judging people, we're just trying to explain. Once community celebrates it, the challenge is that the way family was designed, it was supposed to be a man and a woman. If only a man raises a child, that child will not be balanced. If only a woman raises a child, that child will not be balanced. It's just statistics prove this thing, so it's not my opinion. Because there's what a man contributes to a child, and there's what a woman contributes to a child. That's why I said the two together is what brings God's perfect idea. You must get this, guys. So this is not about judging anybody. I'm just teaching you there will be repercussion. That's what I'm telling you. There will be repercussion for the culture we are developing. We can't run from it. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? So all these things are affecting the outcome. So let's go back to the original design. Deuteronomy 32. I'll start from there. Deuteronomy 32 from verse 3 and 4. I don't know if it's NIV you give me. Check NIV, let me see. Okay, go back to King James. Go back to King James. Okay, it said, because I will publish the name of the Lord. It says, do what? It said, ascribe what? Greatness unto our God. Guys, don't miss this. This is important. It said, ascribe greatness unto our God. Next verse. It said, he is what? The rock. He is the rock. Now, look at the next sentence. What does it say? Come on, say it again. Say it one more time. His work is what? Perfect. Because the world is trying to perfect what has been perfected. The only thing you can do to what is perfected is to make it imperfect. You can't perfect it more than it's already perfected. I know somebody's getting what I'm saying. His work is already perfect. He said, for all his ways are what? Judgment. DJ, give me an amplified at this point if you can. He said, all his ways are judgments. Yes, this is what I like. He said, the rock, his work is perfect. All his ways are what? Just. Because many people, in fact, the feminists, their whole campaign is built on the fact that the way God arranged things is not just. Why must women submit to men? Are we less than men? He said, for his ways are just. A God of faithfulness. Without what? Iniquity or injustice. This is important for everything we're doing this month. Just. You see how many times just is mentioned in this verse? Because that's the argument. He said, just and upright is he. Everything God has designed is perfect and it is just. There's no role or thing he has asked you to do that makes you inferior or less. The assumption people have is that the way this marriage thing no favor us, or this, these whole principles are not working. Why should women submit? And why should men be the head? What if the man is not smarter? Every time you see things like that, you must try to first understand the concept. God is balanced. He's never unjust. He's never unfair. Are you getting what I'm saying? He's never unfair. That's why they say he's just. He's perfect. He's never unfair. You might not have understood or practiced what he is saying, but never, doubt his principles. There's nothing God will ask you to do that is unjust. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Many people think so. Oh, why would God say? Go and check every scripture where God will say things like, children, honor your father and your mother. He will also say, you parents, make sure you don't provoke your children. That's God. It's balanced. If it was parents that wrote that scripture, they won't add that part. You see, that's why when they quote it, they never add that part. You see, it's human beings that distort the truth. Never God. That's a good point to clap if you're clapping. Every imperfection or injustice you see is never from God's end. It's always an interpretation issue. Never from God's end. So you will see God tell parents, tell children, you honor your parents. Say, parents, you make sure you do not provoke your kids. Don't become excessive. Know where your limits are. Are you here, somebody? You will see where they say, you employees, make sure you honor your employers. And he will go right ahead and also say, employers, make sure you are fair to your employees. God is always just. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? God will never take sides with anyone. That's why he says, ascribe greatness to him. Once you submit to him and to his principles, he's always looking out for your good. Everything he says is just. So when they say things like, wives, submit to your husband, and husbands, you be the head, it's not an unfair principle. You just have not understood the principle. And of course, like I told you, everybody manipulates the principle to favor them. And that's how life is. Doctors never go on strike for teachers. Have you ever seen doctors say, we're on strike? Why? Pay teachers more. Have you seen that before? No. Doctors go on strike for doctors. And teachers need to go on strike for teachers. Pastors should go on strike for pastors. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, the differences are there. But the design is perfect. The design is perfect. It's not unjust. Everything that looks like God is asking you to do something, he's also asking the other person to do something else. It's never unjust. It's very important. Because this will be the foundation of everything we're going to share. So that at any point in time, you will never think God is unjust. Next thing we want us to read, Genesis 1:27. Genesis 1:27. Today's intro, that's why I have to lay all this foundation. We'll take it off from there once the foundation is laid. Genesis 27 verse 1:27, sorry. It says, so God created man in what? So when you see man like this, like I told you, a lot of things are translation, lost in translation for many people because we are reading the Bible in English. When the Bible was written, it was not written in English. It was written in Hebrew, Greek, and all that. So in the original context, what this is saying is that when God created mankind, okay? That's what the man there means. Is somebody getting this? Okay? So to say when God created mankind, God created in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Talking about mankind. He said male and what? Female created he them. So the image of God is not male. The image of God is not female. The image of God is mankind. Which is male and female together. Very important. Go to Genesis 5. Same thing. Verse 2. Genesis 5:2. It says, male and female did what? Created he them and did what? Blessed them and called their name what? Adam. Adam means mankind. He called their name Adam. In the day when they were created, he saw them as one. That is what brings the perfect image of God, man and woman. And that's what makes marriage beautiful. That's why Satan hates marriage. He attacked the first marriage. You see, when it was only Adam walking about, Satan didn't appear. The moment marriage appeared, they now look like God. He probably didn't recognize Adam alone. The moment Eve came and they became one, he finally knew that, wow, this is the image of God. If I can attack God, I can attack his image. He appeared. Immediately they got married. First thing that happened in chapter 3 verse 1, the serpent appeared. This is why Satan hates marriages. He still hates marriages today. And those of you that are married, you must protect your marriage. Those of you that are planning to get married, you must enter it with that understanding of what you are entering. You are bringing the image of God upon the earth. Are you here, somebody? So we're going to be looking at the differences. Remember, he said he made them male and female. He didn't make them male and male. He didn't make them female and female. They are different. If they are not different, then they are not necessary. Why would you make two of the same thing? If they were not different, they won't be necessary. It's male and female. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Male and female. Male and female. It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.